since I'm doing this by myself, I'm taking out all the things that I need first. So I have an aluminum band right here with a unique number on it, and then I open it a little bit and I put it in these pliers here, and then the leg will go in there, and you just close it. And then I'm looking at our list of color combinations for the band and making sure that we have that color. So it looks like we could use red, blue, yellow.
Such teeny little legs.
I know.
So cute. Because most of the species we're dealing with are bigger. Not used to these.
I know, whenever we catch a warbler, I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Mm-hmm. It's odd, but most of the males are in the really bright plumage, bright yellow with the black cap. And
I think I might.
right, I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Close.
You ready?
Sure. This is a cardinal, so what I do next is I blow right here. And you can see how that's enlarged. And that's the cloacal protuberance. So that tells us that this is a male. So during breeding season, the cloaca enlarges. So then I will blow right where in between my index finger and middle finger are to check if there's any fat. So right here, this would be the equivalent of, they have transparent skin and there'll be yellow fat deposits there. So during the summer, there's usually no fat on there, so it's usually zero. During the winter time, they have larger fat deposits there, and they also use those fat deposits when it comes to migrating. So now I will take the right leg and band it. So you can see that I'm actually not hurting the bird's leg, and you can see that the band goes on there nice and loose for it to move around freely. And then I will put the color combination with this shoehorn. So the bird's combination will be yellow over metal. Just like so. It is, yeah. And then yeah, I know. We're almost done. Red over blue. And then some birds like to peck at this and pry it open. So what we do for some measures is we use a cauterizer and very carefully just melt the plastic a little bit to ensure that it's closed. Do the same on this side with the yellow. Okay. Earlier, the bird was in the bag, and I weighed the bird and the bag, and it was 99.5 grams. Then I take out the bird, and I just weigh the bag alone, which is 22.3. So later on, I'll take the net mass of that. Then we use a wing rule, so right there. And we will measure the robin's tail. So we stick it in between the middle of its tail feathers, and we hit the base here, and we get a reading of 92 millimeters, I believe. Write that down. And then this has a stop on this side. So we take the wing and we actually rest the wing there, and we take a measurement, and that measurement is about 130. So next I'm going to look at the age of the bird. So we have here a guide that shows us different stages of the bird's life. So we have hatch year, after second year. It seems like this one, we will look at the plumage. It's very uniform. So that would tell us that it's an after hatch year bird. So we will write down Y. And the last thing we want to do is we want to take a tail feather here for our sample, so that goes to a different project going on, and they will do isotopic analysis on the tail feathers, and that will let us know what the bird's diet is in the region comparative to other regions in the country. So that being said, that's all the information that we need from this bird, and it can be released.
Thank you.
No problem. There you go.
Sebastian probably talked you through everything already, right?
Mm-hmm.
876.
876.
Okay. The plastic bands, we just crack them open a little bit, and then you can slide them right on. And then usually pinch them just to make sure they go back together after you open them up. So, this one is going to get the combination white over white on the left leg.
So I'm wondering.
So two white bands, white plastic bands on the left leg.
That's 2,000.
And then he has red over metal on the right leg.
The one, but so then I'm wondering if it was that one from 2018. That one.
Squeeze that one just a little bit more. Okay. So once we've got all them bands on, then we'll take some measurements. So really standard measurements are wing and tail. For the wing, we're measuring from the bend out to the longest feather. And his wing is 90. And then for the tail, slide the ruler up in the middle. Except he's got his tail all fanned. And see how long the longest one goes to. Looks like 95. And those are in millimeters.
Do we have an age or a gender?
That's what I'm about to do. So then we'll blow apart feathers to look. It's got small feathers still on the belly, so it's not a female, because if it was a female, it would have lost those and have what's called a brood patch. It does have a CP, cloacal protuberance, and it has 0 fat. And then for age, I don't see any molt limits. That is changes, and so AHY. Do we need feather?
Yes.
And then for an stable isotope study, we're collecting 1 tail feather. And then is everything done on this one?
Mm-hmm.
So it can go?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we'll just set them here.